fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
He did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
A gain of 16.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 1st downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's a tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A handoff to Smith. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Smith, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Newton. Man open, and that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 26.
First down, Falcons.
A first down carry for Smith. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right pass.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Falcon first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete to Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 6-0 our score after 1.
Falcons nothing.
On 1st down, Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And the return will stop right around the 25. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
37-yard line.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. On first down, it's Haskins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Haskins on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 8-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Newton. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll run with Chubb. Runs over him. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 1st down, Newton. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
At the 41.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they're under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Come on, boy.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd and 4. From the gun, Haskins, the throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
45.
Now it's Haskins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A give. This is Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Ready?
Newton on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before, Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
53 the mark. 53, check.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Play action. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 37.
Well, that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Now Haskins on 1st down. Slings this deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Complete to Will Fuller.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down, Atlanta.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. 1st down, Falcons. They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
The tackle made by Matt Ioannidis.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready? Ready? Gun. Here we go. Ready?
From the 38, Newton. Flush to his right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Right there. 20. 180. Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
At the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Chubb on the counter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
21-yard line.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
50-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say that.